is we're going to look at some terrain for Frostgrave. So I'm just going to show off one of the pieces that I have done before, and I've been looking forward to doing more Frostgrave terrain. This is a watermill model. I've just taken off the wheel because I couldn't get it to look right, and I didn't want to make a lot of streams, so it's just a broken house. This was from I can't remember the guy's name, but basically he suffered a couple of heart attacks, business went belly up, and a lot of people ended up not getting the stuff that they had paid for and ordered from him, so that sucks. But he did some great kits, and you can still get the kits from Laser Model Store, though they cut them a bit smaller. So this is the style of buildings that I've been doing for Frostgrave first edition, and it's fairly basic. I've built the kits, and then I've been going over them with a pencil and a pair of clippers and ruined them. They don't come ruined. I messed them up myself. Hello, Frabber, and welcome. So I messed up the buildings myself, trying to get that broken, exploded city feel and make them playable. Basically, we never go into the buildings anyways, but there are easy access to the interiors. I've upgraded these kits with cardboard, so made some wooden planks, made some stonework down here on the base, and it's all painted with rattle cans. So blue on the roof, dark gray walls, and black timber frames. I've painted it before assembly. Then I've just added some green, super glue and flop, and snow, and this is the old white acrylic baking powder glue mix for snow. Added that to the building, and then to give it this frosted look, I've taken a cheap white spray paint, and from around, I don't know, like 60 centimeters away, give it light sprays to give it this frosted look. And I've done that to all my Frostgrave terrain pieces. Every single piece of Frostgrave terrain has this light white cover of spray paint, so it ties it all neatly together. I've even done it to my playing mat. So that's the style and the visual look I'm going for on my new kits. So last year on Black Friday from TTCombat, I ordered some new MDF kits, and I wanted more height on my vision of Frostgrave. I wanted it to look less European high medieval wartime style look and give it more wizard, feel, and for that I need towers. So I've bought some MDF towers from TTCombat. This is a clock tower. It's fairly cheap, like 8 quid or something like that, and it even comes with clear acrylics for the clock tower. I'm going to add these after I've painted them up. So basically I've built these kits, and then I've added some more details to them because MDF is rather boring. And the details that I've been adding is these frames from what's it called? Archon Studios, I think. Archon Studios is doing a cheap-ish hard plastic modular terrain. They've been doing these dungeons that are built and made ready for magnets, so you can build them quick. And my mate bought a Aztec-style temple that we used for Ghost Archipelago. And part of the stretch goals with these Western European frames as well. So he had nothing to use them for, and I've been saving these and adding these pieces to the new buildings. So one of the upgrades I've done, I've taken these small arches, added them above the doors and the windows. Gonna add some nice texture and something to dry brush. I've cut up some pizza boxes to make some more stoneworks to add to the flat surface. That's going to add some nice texture when painted. And I'm planning to just paint this, dark gray and then light gray sprays on the edges. Pick out the stones in different gray colors. There's a bit of a small window there with some wood. I'm gonna paint this in metal. I'm gonna make the clock here. I think I'm gonna paint it bronze, so there are some colors that stand out. Small gargoyle head there. And then add a ton of snow. So compared to that one, it's a rather small tower. Towers are cool, but it's not going to add much. And that's the mill is the highest building I have for Frostgrave in my collection currently. So next up is a bigger tower, also from TTCombat. This is the Guardian Watchtower, and it's a lot bigger. Comes apart, so easy access to all the rooms and in the different levels. And this one right now it's at 40 centimeters. It's a nice simple MDF kit, but really flat. It's 14 pounds, so it's not expensive for a huge building, but unlike the clock tower that has a lot of texture added from these studs, these little things here and here, this one is a completely flat square. So that's the best and the worst from MDF. The best is that it's super cheap and super large for nothing, but it's flat. Despite being modular, there's like some small cracks, but it's not enough to break the details. Under here, the windows, was actually from part, there's a ladder in this kit, so I didn't put the ladder together. I used these to add some details under the windows. Then I've added these pillars from the Archon Studios. I've cut out some bricks fitting the size there. Added some of these gargoyle heads for rainwater. There was a single stair and those straight goals, so I added this in here because there's a trapdoor up there. So right now it should be turned around. And then I've added a roof, and this is a weird design choice on this kit. So basically the kit has no roof and it just stops here in these points, and I couldn't really figure out why there wasn't a roof on this, or why you would build this crown on this. The tower would work better like this. It's not real battlements, so if you wanted to use it like as a castle tower, you should probably add some cardboard behind there, so there's not holes. But as a wizard's tower, it's pretty fitting. I'm thinking that perhaps it's because this tower is imagined like as a beacon from Lord of the Rings, but then again you would still just have a quick roof on that, so that the fire wouldn't get wet. So I just added a roof made from cardboard and added some plastic spires. I'm gonna paint this in the same blue color, easy grays. Add some color in here on the tile floor just to give it a bit of a new look. Make some bright metal on these parts right here to make it stand out, and then add lots of snow. But this is a pretty cool wizard's tower, and it's going to add a lot to the city, especially considering the height. It's going to look really good on the board. And the last kit I bought, and this one is the same price, I think, It's also about those 14 quid, which is from their Streets of Venice line as well. And this tower is huge. Look at it. Oh. This one is just above 45 centimeters after I added the spire. This one is not as flat as the first one. This has more, perhaps it's a newer kit, but there are this gray board details that really does a lot to break up the flatness of an MDF kit. I mean, this kit would be so much better if it had these details out here. But they are very long, very flat walls because there are no windows in it, and I think it's because it's modeled after a real building that has no windows. So I messed it up. I took my clippers before assembly and I made a hole, used some of the excess MDF for some broken boards. I'm just going to paint it black and dark gray inside. I'm not going to play in there as well. Made a hole down here. Gonna paint it scorched. Add a lot of snow here around this area. So this might be a playable inside barrel like this. Some pillars here on the balcony. I hate MDF doors because they will never stay in place. They always break off, so I just glued one in place and made the other as a broken one. Added some gargoyles from those frames. And the spire as well. Did the same here with this door. Glued it in place open. Made the other one to be broken off. Gonna add snow. I still need, with this piece, I need to do like this one over here. Cut out some small bricks and add. I'm thinking I'm gonna add around 15 bricks to each side. So that's 60 bricks I need to cut out. It shouldn't take too long. But I think that will do like 10 bricks up here and 5 down here just to make it pop a bit more. I'm gonna paint it black in here behind that old Necromunda window that I found on a sprue. Same thing on this side. Adding some bricks will add a lot of texture to the wall and make it pop a bit more. But with these 3 towers and the wizard tower that I scratch built myself, it's going to change the look of my version of Frostgrave quite a bit. Perhaps I'll do a quick video after painting, but I can't, since I'm just going to rattle can paint it. It won't be a good video while painting. So black inside, dark gray all over, one layer. Let the MDF soak up a lot of the gray. That'll just create some easy weathering and tone differences. Lighter gray highlight on some of the edges, wash the entire thing, and then add snow and the white spray from a distance. So yeah, I'm glad I put these together. I'm looking forward to playing some more Frostgrave. After doing these two, TTCombat have made a new tower that is 70 centimeters high. That's 25 centimeters more than this tower right here. It's insane. I want it, but it's more than twice the cost of 2 of these towers. So I'm not sure I want it that much because modularity is cool. So that was a quick flyby on how I do MDF terrain, how to mess it up to make it look better in a ruined city setting, and how cheap and easy it is to paint it quickly and get it to look frozen. So thanks for stopping by and having a quick look at this stuff. I don't do a lot of videos where I show unfinished stuff, but now the camera was rolling for something else, so I might just go over it. I think now it's time to go outside and spray paint these new towers. Thanks for watching. Until next time, please check out some of the bloggerverse social media pages. Bye.